Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Like I say, I'm trying to form ideas and trying to figure out in the prepper's mind, trying to figure out what's going to happen. And, I can't stop it. That type of thinking. One thing, I'm a Marine, and another thing is business owner. I own businesses, and I stay active. And if you know anything about business, you have your ups and your downs, and you need to prepare. And just like the Marines, we prepare. We just don't let things happen. We prepare for things. And then of my age and my experience tells me you just don't sit around and let things happen. But anyway, I was thinking with this, my lifestyle here in China makes me think of the New World Order and Agenda 21. And the thing is, now you've got to remember, I'm married to a woman that's all she knows is communism, and I'm sure she's had some tough times, and but this is all she knows. I've had some tough times, but I know different things. I've had my tough times. I've spread my tough times around all kinds of places, and so for her, she's completely dependent on the government, and that's all she knows. And right now we're going through some health issues, and it's nothing major. And that's the thing I think is funny. It's really, in my world, it's minor. I could have fixed this thing a long time ago. But her mentality. I know I'm kind of stretching it some, but I'm setting her mentality like the people that are around us. I see it, and that are in her type of class. And what it is, they really depend on the government on all aspects of their life. And that's what makes me think of Agenda 21, because she doesn't drive. She takes public transportation. And I've learned a lot. I've never done public transportation. I've learned a lot from her. I'm taking the train and buses, taxis. This is a whole new world for me. So, and like I say, I've been in ghost cities, and this was a ghost city at one time. Now it's populated. I'm guessing this housing complex is maybe as much as 80% occupied. And and I'm still learning a lot. You got to remember, I've got no translator, no one telling me what's going on. The only thing I can do is observe and try to figure things out. And I am amazed that a country of 1.4 billion people can function as well as it is. It's functioning really good. it's orderly. Now the orderly part has a lot to do with the culture. It is kind of a laid-back culture, submissive, I guess you might call it. People don't get excited, and like I say, they measure time in centuries. In other words, they're no hurry as long as you keep going that same direction. That is in the culture. The government runs it the same way. It's no hurry. They're just going to keep it going. So, but I can see how the way the housing is set up, the way the food, I say that everything is fresh. They get food just about daily. I remember I went to another part of China where they grow flowers. They said there's so much food in China that they thought it was more profitable growing flowers. So and that's what they've worked on, is their infrastructure. And that is what's made the Communist Party so successful, is they're, like I say, working on the infrastructure, getting food. Like I say, my wife doesn't remember that. Oh, I don't know if she does or not. No, I think she does remember the days when starvation. They had a lot of hungry people here. Trying to get the system calmed down, settled down, took time. There was a lot of hungry people. I don't know, because I can't talk to her, so I don't know if they have a violent past. I don't know if she knows about all that kind of stuff. These are things they don't talk about. They don't worry about it. And I can understand now. I can understand somewhat how that is. I heard someone mention about racial, and he was saying, we all know it's racial in the United States. So you don't talk about it. You're just bringing it back up, breaking it bad again. And that's what Obama did. Just stirred everything, made everything bad. And it's not, and it's much, much better as well. And it's been going good until, like I say, he started stirring the shit. So, but I can see that here. That's why people don't talk about this stuff. There's old people like me that they know about what happened in the past. And so now this is where the New World Order type thinking comes in. And this is the New World Order. They know they're going to lose a few million people. And it's no big deal. Not to them, because they're looking further ahead. The New World Order, I think, have been going on since the 1800s. So they've been working on this for quite some time, maybe even before that. And I think that's a lot of it. The United States, the New World Order kind of went along with the United States because the United States is their strong arm. That's so they needed some country to be able to pull some strings for them. So I think that's where all the corruption came from in the United States. And but like I say, I can see how after the New World Order does its thing, eliminating people and go through all the hard times, this is what they're going to try to get. China is not part of the New World Order. I can tell you that right now. China, I can't see how China is looking to conquer outside its borders. And the reason is they've got enough problems what they have here right now. And with the population being so content, so happy the way they are now, they've had a lot of bad times. This is good. And that's the last thing that the population wants, is warring with anybody. And they're not going to, and and it's not like, what I'm saying, this is what they want. It's not like what they want, like they have a choice in it. But what I'm saying is they're not going to be happy when things start going down. Just like when the investment, the real estate bubble, that doesn't make people happy when that happens, when it busts. Well, that's the same thing with them. They're not going to be happy if government tries to go out and try to conquer stuff. That's why they've still got a lot of infrastructure to work on. I was shocked how they do such a good job at it. And now they may be using some of the Agenda 21 type thinking, and maybe even got the book, the Agenda 21 book on how to do it. Because that might, and then again, maybe the book was written after what the Chinese are doing. I'm not sure which came first on that one. But like I say, even our complex here has got a leader in this complex. So, they got people responsible for all these different things, and they all answer to somebody that answers to somebody. It all comes right back to the Communist Party, which would be like the New World Order. And one thing I mentioned when I was in Cuba, no one's got the power to say yes. Or, well, they do, but nobody's going to take that responsibility. So everybody's going to tell you no. It's basically the same way here in China. That's why it's hard to get businesses going and trying to get things done. It's very difficult because everybody wants to tell you no. No one wants to take that responsibility of saying yes, and now they're responsible because they said you could do it. So everybody would much rather say no. And that's the way they do things. That's the way the New World Order would be doing things. They have the book. These are the rules. This is what you're going to do. And anything other than that, we got to go through a committee and get all this all checked out. So what I'm saying is I really believe I am living in a New World Order atmosphere, along with the Agenda 21. And and I can see how people could get spoiled. Oh, what a really good life. And like I say, I couldn't have done this 10, 20 years ago. I'm too, boy, let's go. Let's do things, get things done. This is like a big retirement home. And as long as everything goes smooth, everybody's real happy. But anyway, I thought I might bring that to your attention, give you a little bit of something to think on. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.